And here is a new theme. The theme for October is rare creature. And you can see I kind of started, I forgot about the video at first, and I also forgot that the client wanted partial body. I mean, they ordered a partial body, not full body. And since this is a long time client, I was thinking, hey, maybe I could do a full body, like just cause they're a long time client, like a own the house thing. But then I was like, but then I thought of a cool partial body um, pose, and this isn't what I was imagining. This I just did. I just went with uh, the it's like an image we placed it for a moment, and I was like, it just looked too stale, and it was too far away, so it wouldn't have like the impact that I've been really digging lately. And so here it's closer to what the idea I had that made me say next the extra work, um, the extra like gift dish type thing. And so with the theme, rare beast or rare creature, I basically take the client's character and I wear them into like either, like werewolf, but I just wear them into different things. Like so, mostly if they're already a furry character, uh, then I'll morph them into a vampire. And if they were already a human, then I would morph them into something else. So, um, this is the third, no, fourth. Yeah, I think this is the fourth one of the fourth order from this theme, and I've been having fun with them actually. And um, so and and most of them have been actually using the full shading. Have been ordering full shading. They've been in it's like so far it's been looking really good with the backdrop I did. I mean, the backdrop is basically a mashup of a photo and another and a text and a starry texture and some painting over, but not a lot. Um, and so, but it's like dark and of like a nighttime look, and it's been looking really good with the full shading. And so with this character, a long time character I'm used to now. At first I was like, I couldn't decide if I wanted to make him a vampire with bat wings and or some kind of werewolf thing. So, but as usual, I realized, I'm going with the old stereotypes, and I actually I'm starting to even hate just thinking about them in their terms. Like I hate using the term vampire, even though that creature is like worldwide and so many, and you can make your own variation. It's just like a name of, so it's not too cliche. And werewolf too, it's one of those things that's like worldwide and didn't really have a starting place. And so, but I hate using those terms. And so I decided, I decided to just go with I wanted. It's just the beastal, the were version of this character species, and so that's what it is. And so with them, their bird-like wings will turn into bat wings, and they'll grow more hairy and furry, and their skin will darken, and um, and maybe the fur would have like a, it wouldn't be fur exactly, it'll be like, how birds have the feather, um those tiny feathers type things that could look like fur, I guess. It's that. And so I'm thinking it's that texture, and it could pull out like those things. and cause it always I never like. There's a lot of things I don't like with the a lot of the cliche furry things I see all the time. But one of them is that I don't like seeing like say fur on a reptile, or I hate seeing human hair on a furry creature where they have the like the animal facial structure. I don't like that look personally. So so I like to work around it. Like I think it's more fun to morph it into something that would fit the anatomy. So like so if so with him, this guy, I was gonna make his facial structure more slightly Africanic maybe. Um like the general facial structure of those regions are the regions around the equator where they're slightly more elongated in some places, which well I've noticed anyway. But I think I kind of changed. I wasn't. I didn't really have a solid idea. I was just going with whatever looked good at that given moment. And so his nose is a bit. His nose is really the only thing I kind of. Well, his nose and his ears. So his nose is a bit pointier, and I'm thinking he bulks up when he transforms, and maybe maybe an ex of his husband like manipulated away so that he could get bitten. And oh, and with the wings, so I really wanted to show the wings, and I always like to show the wings, and that's the only sometimes that could be a hindrance with this particular like with half bodies, because I'm like fuck I want to show the wing, but I've been learning, well I've been learning for a while now on how to not just go with what I want and go with what would be best for the pick, because sometimes like you'll want to show a certain body part, like I love showing the chest and the hand. I didn't want the hand covering his nipple. And so I was like, okay, if this doesn't work, then I'll have to move it up and block the nipple so look good. But luckily I found the position that it looks good. And oh, another reason for this pose is that I really wanted to show his fangs. And I can't recall if the character in canon have fangs, but I'm going to say he don't in this alternate universe. And so in this alternate universe, his rare creature, the fangs grow huge, and I'm thinking they maybe they retract some, possibly, or only one of them retracts, and so some, and so when he closes his mouth, one kind of shows to the side. But anyway, so and I thought he would look cool with more hair and with like a beard, because he just really have the goatee. And so his hair is kind of mohawky. I mean, his feather hair is kind of mohawky. And actually, no, yeah, feather ish. No, okay, actually, with fur with wings, with feather wings don't look right. I take that back. Let me back up. but but um, fur on bat wings are fine because you know bats are furry, and so um, I forgot I made them into bat wings. But yeah, so but his hair could I guess still be that feathery to help like with the flight or maybe, but it looks like hair and it looks like fur, but let's say it's none of those things. Let's just say it's a texture that isn't of this earth. Like and they operate. It's like kind of type of anatomy where it's a mix of feather and fur slash hair. And I've been really liking. See, with the I've actually been keeping the background in one location for these. Like so, the light source appears to be the bottom right, and I've been really digging um, with the full shading on them. I've been really digging making that like a backlight, and so blocking just um, highlighting their back, because that's like one of the tropes of Halloween and scary movies, right? The backlight shit. And so sometimes cliche things can work. It's only a problem if it's in abundance and oversaturated, which it is in many aspects these days. So that's why I hate it so much. But with me and my work, um, I spread it out. So like when it does apply, it's like it feels like it's new, and it feels exciting because it's haven't been done in so long, or et cetera, et cetera. So but this was a real pain in the ass to shade actually, because I have the hair there and have to go around it, and I didn't want it to make it look too sketchy. And I swear I should charge at least $5 more for full shading. But not for Patreon sponsors. Patreon sponsors, their prices may even lower. But if not Patreon, yeah, I'm thinking about raising it because I spend like a lot of time. You see how long it took? It says it's 4 hours, but really I think it's closer to like 3 hours, 3.5, because I kind of was procrastinating for a moment. But uh, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, and they also had a tattoo. And lately I've been trying to do the lighting and shading first, because that always takes the longest. And then I like to go back and do the quick parts, well, the quicker parts, I should say. And I really need to do more tat designs on my mannequins so that I could have them for my tattoo boutique. Cause man, I like when I be doing them for the characters, and I'm like, fuck, that would be so fun to tattoo on a person. And I'm like, shit, I should have that on my damn tattoo design portfolio so people can see. And I actually need to do. That's the one thing I need to find time for before I find a tattoo boutique. I need to like the tattoo I do on him. That would be fun to tattoo. Except the white parts wouldn't work. I'll just make it grayed out. So it'd be like, and I really wanna, and it would be cool if I could really tattoo the character, and I could do it exactly how I think would be cool. Like you'll see soon. I did have the white parts, and I'm thinking with their skin, their skin can hold white, like whatever color you put in, it can white. 'Cause, like it won't just stain the epidermis. I think the dermis and the epidermis, but it'll stain like both. And I'm thinking that's why the white would show. But I was gonna leave it with the white, but I don't know. I just changed it. And with the design, with the reference, I really liked like on the missing arm, it looked like what I did there. It looked like that a little bit, and I thought that was coolness. Like that would be cool. Like if you're missing an arm and to have like that design, a similar design up there. But anyway, so See, I really like how I make it show through the fur. So hopefully, some people would think, oh, so the fur kind of grew over it a little bit to show. And see, I was trying to see. I like to experiment and see what would look good. And yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, it's better like this because the white would be too much, I think. Um, but like to leave it just to stark white. But it could work. I didn't even try it. I didn't think about to try it till now. But anyway, and see, I'm just cleaning up right now. With sketches, I have to. I know when something is too messy, and then I know I have to go back and fix it up and like straighten it. Even though it is a sketch, and I'm not supposed to, but I do sometimes anyway, cause it's hard to explain. I can't share that. I just do sometimes, and sometimes it just calls for it. Sometimes I don't. But I really like. See, I really like how this came out. I love the lighting. It was a fun sketch, and thank you very much. Bye.